Yep. Check. Hey, yeah, yeah. 1 2 1 2. Check. 125. Hey, hey.
That are on stage, right?
Yeah. Stage right. Check. Hey.
Were you in the year that all right. Okay. I think we're good.
209. Well, play it out. That was the last time. Really started to get to the point where I like that.
That tomorrow?
Well, we could. But I don't know, Donna.
Oh, that's right.
I sent her the tube of Tiger Rat.
She'll have it ready. She will.
Susato,
Oh, okay.
is that okay?
Yep.
We're in no rush. Still got 20 minutes. Yeah, that's a lot easier over here, actually.
Right?
Yeah, I can hear all the fluttering. I do. It's funny, you think it'd be easier over there, but it's not.
Okay.
We'll play that tomorrow.
I'll leave you my folder. I'll leave you my folder.
Even better.
Sure, why not?
I sent her some PDFs that you probably saw my email.
Oh,
Stuff to look at.
Vivaldi?
Vivaldi. Need your corn?
Thing that we talked about, that Lord Thy Mercy, if we want to risk reading that. Did you ever read it?
I never read it.
We could. We have a flugel here. We could do 2 flugels.
Oh, Flugels.
That's not a problem to read that.
Maybe bring corn on the bottom?
Yeah. No problem. I just don't know how long it is, but that doesn't make a difference. I'm just going by the watch anyways.
We'll stop a little before 3.
Yeah.
It's the second one in this.
Okay, thank you. The corner.
That's the one you were talking about, right?
Does it matter?
Yep. Here we go. Is a big retard the bar before C and then odd tempo. That's it. It's all straightforward.
You want to do
In
that now?
3.
You want to do the Vivaldi? What do you want to do?
We could do Vivaldi now.
Doesn't matter.
Let that marinate for a minute.
Vivaldi. Take a look. Everybody ready? Bruce, you ready? Hold on.
Thank you.
So you want to do this now, Bruce, since you got your corno out?
You know what? This isn't the one I was thinking of. I think I do this one on horn.
Okay. Oh, dude.
It's the aria duetto, I think, that I do on.
Aria do
I'll do it on horn.
We have that in the book. I think we have it on our list, too.
Wait, here comes trouble. What are we doing?
Oh, we're not doing this now.
Right on, man. All right, let's see. Well, then the next one on the list is the suite in the book. So, number one.
It's a good idea to get to the book for the rest of the time. It's over there.
These are easy. Yeah, I played book now.
No Ewald, no Bernstein.
Yeah, I know. That would, all that stuff would be
No
great.
Cardinal Red.
That's up to you, man. I'm game.
Okay.
Here you go. 10 minutes.
Let's go down there.
You got 10 minutes?
So, Pretorius?
I guess so.
Okay.
Easy.
So page
we
one.
We can do anything.
Starts from the
you want.
beginning and go down.
These are short, too. We got everything from now in is short.
That's fine.
So,
Galliard?
Galliard. So easy. So nice. Is it okay? One, two. Did you really? Is that okay? Is that fast enough? Maybe a little bit better. Okay. Okay.
Waiver? Yeah, yeah.
Our conductor.
So they're getting ready. They're almost. Thank you.
Wait, should we do another short one?
Yeah, a short. I mean, they're gonna walk in about 2 minutes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Fugue, number four.
Number 4.
Yeah.
I'll just wait
That's
till
right.
he gives me the signal.
Yep. Okay, you ready? It's all you, buddy.
Okay. 4, right?
1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President Postal, Dean Bain, and Provost Billingsley, and members of the Platform Party for the 2017 hooding ceremony.
Let's keep going back to number 2. Go to the end and then go to number 2. Okay? 1, 2. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the graduating class of 2017. Welcome to our doctoral hooding and graduation ceremony. I'm honored to present to you the interim president of the University of Louisville, Dr. Greg Postal.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome to our candidates for the degrees of Master of Fine Arts, Doctor of Audiology, and Doctor of Philosophy. And welcome to your family and friends who have helped support you along the way. Candidates, please take a moment to thank your parents, family members, and friends who are here to support you today. We are all here today to celebrate your success, the attainment of the terminal degree in your field. Each of you set a goal for yourself. You have worked hard, and much has been demanded of you. The awarding of the doctoral degree of the hooding ceremony is special. It remains a separate ceremony at the University of Louisville so that we may reflect upon your achievement and this milestone in your professional development. Allow me to thank each of you for believing in us and for choosing the University of Louisville for your graduate studies. You had many schools to choose from. We are certain the university is better off because you were here. Many of you have taught our undergraduate students. You have enhanced the reputation of the university through research, scholarship, and creative work. And you have provided much-needed advanced skills in service to our community. I join my faculty colleagues, especially your mentors, to say we are extremely proud of you and excited that you will now represent the university as alums. The hood you will be entitled to wear symbolizes your entry into this academic circle. It also, however, demands the responsibility of continuing to be an academic leader, and I am confident each of you will take this responsibility seriously. I now have the pleasure of introducing the Dean of our School of Interdisciplinary and Graduate Studies, Dr. Beth A. Boehm.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am pleased to join President Postal and Provost Billingsley in welcoming our graduates and their mentors, their families and friends, to this special hooding and graduation ceremony. In a minute, I will have the great pleasure of introducing Masa Badami, the outstanding student in the School of Interdisciplinary and Graduate Studies, who will give the student remarks. But before I do that, I would like to say just a few words about why we are all here. Family and friends, you heard Dr. Postal say this is the terminal degree. I'm sure you're glad to know that the PhD is the highest accomplishment that can be sought in the academy, and that the MFA is likewise the terminal degree in theater arts and studio arts. There are no higher degrees for your family members to pursue. They're done. I will say they can go back for an MBA or an MD or a JD if they want, but they're done with the highest degree. But while they may be finished with school, the scholars and artists before us are not finished with learning and creating. Other courses of study prepare graduates to understand what is known about the world we live in, whereas the doctoral degree prepares scholars and scientists to discover what is yet unknown. The Master in Fine Arts likewise prepares artists and actors to create new works and new interpretations of old works. The faculty and candidates gathered here today have invented new forms of knowledge, discovered new truths, created new works, and have moved their disciplines forward. Candidates, when you were in grade school, the adults in your lives surely told you that to succeed you had to master the 3 R's: reading, writing, and arithmetic. Never mind that only one of those words actually begins with an R. And instead allow me to suggest that the pursuit of your degree, your terminal degree, required you to similarly master 4 R's: rigor, risk, resilience, and responsibility. First, you all know doctoral study is rigorous. It takes a long time to earn a doctoral degree because it's hard to create new knowledge. Your instructors have demanded much of you, and your mentor has made you attentive to detail, data, and evidence. Each time you thought you had learned all you could, your mentor asked you to read one more article, run one more experiment, rewrite one more draft, rehearse one more scene. You have become disciplined and skilled in seeking solutions to the complex problems you have identified within your discipline and in the world, and you have survived a rigorous path towards discovering truth and solving problems. You've also learned to take risks, the second R. We cannot discover new truths, and we cannot create new works of art or new interpretations without taking risks. Last year, I was in Seattle for a gathering of graduate deans, where executives from Amazon and Microsoft met with us and spoke to us about why they liked hiring people with doctoral degrees from various disciplines. One said, PhDs fail early, they fail often, and eventually they learn to fail gracefully. He understood that only through failing do we learn how to think big and eventually succeed. The same is true of our MFA candidates. All of you have taken risks. You have experienced both failure and success. You have not only survived, but you have flourished. And most importantly for today, you have finished. You finished because you have practiced resilience, the third R. Bouncing back from failure, pushing through setbacks, finding a new path. These are the skills of the resilient, and they are perhaps the most important skills you have learned at the University of Louisville. We come to the fourth R, responsibility. Dr. Lee Schulman, who won the prestigious Grawemeyer Award for Education several years ago, writes that the more scholars and artists understand about their world and their own disciplines, the heavier their moral obligation to use their knowledge and skill with integrity, responsibility, and generosity. A doctoral degree carries with it both a sense of intellectual mastery and of social and moral responsibility. In this age of fake news and opinions masquerading as facts, it is up to you, the scholars, the artists, the scientists who search for truth, to explain the evidence upon which you base your claims to truth, and to help the public understand the difference between evidence-based fact and unwarranted opinion. And finally this year, I add one more R, respect. So I lied, there's not 4, there's 5. In particular, respect for diverse opinions, diverse disciplinary heuristics and tools, diverse cultural identities and socioeconomic backgrounds. Just as the Microsoft and Amazon executives I spoke of earlier talked about the importance of interdisciplinary teams in the modern workplace, Scott Page, who is a professor of complex systems, political science, and economics at the University of Michigan, has written an important book called The Difference: How the Power of Diversity Creates Better Groups, Firms, Schools, and Societies. Page uses mathematical modeling to show that over and over again, diversity trumps individual ability or individual genius when it comes to solving problems. Rather than ponder moral or political questions like, why can't we get along with folks who are different from us, questions which are nevertheless important in a civil society, Dr. Page asks practical questions. How can we all be more productive together? The answer, he suggests, is in messy, creative organizations and environments with individuals from vastly different backgrounds and life experiences. One of his core claims, based on his mathematical models, is, quote, that diverse perspectives, experience, and tools enable collections of people to find more and better solutions than collections of people who have similar backgrounds, experiences, and educations. In other words, diverse teams contribute more to an organization's overall productivity and problem-solving success than do homogeneous teams. Respect for diversity is a quality you have had ample opportunity to develop at the University of Louisville. Today's group of doctoral and MFA candidates is one of our most diverse ever. We have men and women with different racial, religious, and gender identities. They come to us from 20 different states and 11 different countries, including China, Iran, India, Ghana, and Turkey. We also have great disciplinary diversity: fine arts, theater, humanities, English, the natural sciences, pharmacology, microbiology, sociology, public health, public administration, and multiple engineering disciplines. Students from all these fields and more are receiving their terminal degree from the University of Louisville today. And today, while we celebrate each one of you as individuals with exceptional abilities who have successfully completed the highest degrees in your disciplines, we also celebrate the diversity you represent as a collection of scholars. American graduate education remains the envy of the world, and at the University of Louisville, we are committed to remaining accessible to the brightest students from the United States and around the globe. We know that knowledge knows no boundaries. Indeed, knowledge is one of those rare resources that actually grows the more we share it with others. So let me end quickly by noting that these 5 R's, rigor, risk, resiliency, responsibility, and respect for diversity, are not only a recipe for earning the doctorate or the MFA, they are a recipe for a happy and productive life. I am grateful that each of you chose to do your graduate work at the University of Louisville. And on behalf of all of us in the School of Interdisciplinary and Graduate Studies, I congratulate you and wish you all happy and productive lives. I'm now delighted that Masa Badami, the School of Interdisciplinary and Graduate Studies Outstanding Student, will speak to us today. Masa will soon receive the School of Interdisciplinary and Graduate Studies Guy Stevenson Award for Excellence in Graduate Studies. The Stevenson Award is presented to the doctoral degree recipient who is the best of the best, a student who excels in scholarship, leadership, and other areas within his or her discipline. As our outstanding student, Masa will also carry the School of Interdisciplinary and Graduate Studies banner in tomorrow's commencement ceremony. Masa was a teenager when she first saw Steven Spielberg's AI, Artificial Intelligence, a science fiction drama that follows the story of a robotic boy. Looking back now, Masa says, I realized that I was at an age where I was captured by the concept of the movie, and I began to develop a hope and a dream. That dream led Masa to Shiraz University in Iran, where she earned a master's degree in computer engineering and artificial intelligence. Masa then applied to the computer science and engineering program at the University of Louisville, where she worked in the knowledge discovery and web mining lab of Professor Olfa Nasraoui. Masa has published more than 10 articles in peer-reviewed publications, 7 of them as first author. She's also won numerous awards for her research, including first place at the Bosch Device Detection Competition, the Arthur Real Award for excellent academic performance at the University of Louisville, and the Tapia Doctoral Consortium Scholarship from the National Science Foundation. Masa has also been a leader at the University of Louisville, serving as a chair of the Speed School Student Government Association, as a member of the executive board of the university-wide Graduate Student Council, and as president of U of L's Iranian Student Organization. This combination of exemplary scholarship and leadership has earned her the job of her dreams, working as a data scientist at Apple, where she will be working on the next generation of Siri. She also has earned the opportunity to be your commencement student speaker, and I am honored to present to you SIG's outstanding student, Masa.
I am a writer, a good writer, but you would be surprised to know that I'm about to get a PhD in computer engineering and computer science. I should say I'm also good at giving speeches, especially inspiring ones, since I recently found out that one of my top natural skills is winning others over. So you can tell how I have been all excited for today's speech, as it is our biggest day. I knew what I wanted to say from the very first moment that I was honored by this recognition. I knew that I wanted to talk about how getting a PhD is challenging, but also tell you about the joyous sensation that you feel at the finish line. I wanted to tell you how I have been coming to every single PhD commencement since I have started my PhD, because there were moments that I was exhausted. I lost motivation, and I was about to give up. So I kept coming to these ceremonies to witness the glory of achieving something wonderful, to stay motivated and keep going and trying. I was enjoying the big smiles, bursts of applause, listening to the speeches, and just watching those proud yet humble eyes of the newly announced doctors. I knew that I wanted to tell you how being an international student may affect the PhD journey and even how being an Iranian may change the equations. I knew that I wanted to talk about how inspiring my advisor has been and how the University of Louisville has supported me every single step of the way. I wanted to be encouraging to young girls to follow their dreams and to let them know they can be who they want to be. But I couldn't write an inspiring, powerful speech at all. I have racked my brain for what I want to say to you today, but my mind just went blank. Believe me, I had Googled all of those tricks that writers do to unfreeze their brains. I have rescheduled my rehearsal speech 2 times because I didn't have a single word to offer. It's like there are no words that can even barely express how I feel today, how we feel today. Honored and powerful that we have a chance to speak up because of this celebrated recognition. I felt no inspiring, powerful speech can help me today to tell friends, families, University of Louisville, how we appreciate all of those teaching, learning, experiencing opportunities, all of that love and patience, all of the I believe in you, don't give up, you can do it, you're not alone. We stand by your side, and get off Facebook and write your dissertation. And you, my esteemed soon-to-be doctors, you are fighters, survivors. You have come so far, pushed your boundaries to achieve something extraordinary. You have earned the right to teach other young boys and girls how to become critical thinkers, artists, scientists, and contributing members of society. You are the living examples and preachers of the ideology that says, don't fear failure, but rather fear not trying. You, my fellows, you now possess both the knowledge and the expertise to do something great. In any major, in any field, at any place, you can make a difference. Now the responsibility falls on our shoulders. So let's pay back our debt to society, to the families who raised us, to the friends who supported us, to all the teachers who taught us, and to all of those who directly or indirectly helped us, supported us, and prepared us to achieve this milestone of our lives. It's time. We finally conquered this 5-year battle and we claimed victory. And now it's our time to make use of what we have learned and practiced so far. We have a choice to be bold and help people with less power than us. Let us put aside our differences and stand tall together with any race, religion, ethnicity, gender, position. Let's stand hand in hand and make the world a better, a safer, and geekier place to live. Let's bring some hope and peace together. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Masa. I now introduce Dr. Paul DeMarco, Associate Dean of the School of Interdisciplinary and Graduate Studies, who will announce some very special awards. And then our candidates for the degrees of Master of Fine Arts, Doctor of Audiology, and Doctor of Philosophy.
Thank you, Dean Boehm. I would first like to introduce the recipients of some special awards that are conferred by the School of Interdisciplinary and Graduate Studies. Please refer to your program for bios extolling the accomplishments of each of our honorees. It is my pleasure to reintroduce Masa Badami, recipient of the Guy Stevenson Award for Excellence in Graduate Studies. This is the highest award given by the School of Interdisciplinary and Graduate Studies. Ms. Badami carried the school's banner during today's ceremony and will carry the banner at Saturday's 10 a.m. commencement ceremony. She earns today a Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science and Engineering, as well as the Graduate Dean's citation. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Olfa Nasraoui. She is also joined by Dr. Gail Dupuy, Associate Dean of the Speed School of Engineering. Andrew Haddad is the recipient of the John Richard Binford Memorial Award. Mr. Haddad earns today a Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry, and he is also awarded the Graduate Dean's citation. His faculty mentor is Professor Craig Grapperhaus, and he is joined today by Dr. Robert Buchanan. He is also joined by Dr. Kimberly Kempf-Leonard, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Emmanuel Frimpong Boma is the recipient of the John M. Houchins Prize for Outstanding Dissertation. Mr. Boma has earned a Doctor of Philosophy in Urban and Public Affairs and the Graduate Dean's citation. His co-faculty mentors are Professor Janet Kelly and Associate Professor Sume Zhang. He is joined today by Professor Janet Kelly and also by Dr. Kimberly Kempf-Leonard, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. The awarding of master's degrees will take place during the two ceremonies on Saturday at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., but we have two special awards for master's students, and the recipients of these awards are here with us today. Ms. Amanda Marie Velez is the winner of the Miss Alice Eves Barnes Award, which honors Ms. Barnes for her many years of outstanding service as a staff member of the graduate school at the University of Louisville. This award recognizes a master's degree recipient who has displayed tenacity in the face of adversity, while attaining excellence in both the classroom and outside endeavors. Ms. Velez will earn a Master of Science in Social Work and is awarded today the Graduate Dean's citation. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Sienna Golder, and Dr. David Jenkins, Dean of the Kent School of Social Work. Mr. Keith Owen Osblond is the winner of the Virginia Jenny Madden Award. This award honors Mrs. Madden for her many years of outstanding service to the former graduate school, the School of Interdisciplinary and Graduate Studies, the Staff Senate, and the University of Louisville community. This award recognizes a master's degree recipient who has displayed exemplary leadership through service to the recipient's program, college, discipline, the university as a whole, and the community. Mr. Osbland will earn a Master of Arts in Social Work and is awarded today the Graduate Dean's citation. Mr. Osbland is joined by faculty mentor Professor Sienna Golder and Dr. David Jenkins, Dean of the Kent School of Social Work. This concludes our awards portion of the ceremony, and I would now like to invite Dr. Kimberly Kempf-Leonard, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, to join in congratulating the students from her college as we begin announcing of candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts. This will be the first cohort of graduates from the MFA in Studio Art and Design. Miranda Leanne Beck, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art and Design. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Scott Massey. Thomas Legoff, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art and Design. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Mitch Eckert. Marie Elena Ottman, Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art and Design. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Shay Rhodes. Shaleen Tarun Kolera, Master of Fine Arts in Theater Arts. He's joined today by his faculty mentor, Professor Baron Kelly. Tyler Reed Madden, Master of Fine Arts in Theater Arts. He is joined by a faculty mentor, Professor Baron Kelly. Paula O. Lockhart, Master of Fine Arts in Theater Arts. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Baron Kelly. Danielle Smart, Master of Fine Arts in Theater Arts. Her faculty mentor is Professor Nefertiti Burton, as she is joined today by Professor Russ Vandenbroek. I would now like to invite Dr. Russell Salter, Associate Dean for Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies in the School of Medicine, to join in congratulating the students from his college as we begin the announcing of candidates for the degree of Doctor of Audiology. Lauren Elizabeth Brenneman, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Jeffrey Weighing. Brittany Elizabeth Kaiser, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Jeffrey Weighing. Elizabeth Grace Nance, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Jeffrey Weighing. Ms. Nance is a recipient of the Graduate Dean Citation. Amanda Nicole Pigeon, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Jeffrey Weighing. Lindsay Elizabeth Farrell, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Lindsay Cornell. Courtney Elizabeth Hart, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Lindsay Cornell. Kristen Elizabeth Lenz, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Lindsay Cornell. Olivia Leslie Reed, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Lindsay Cornell. Danielle Ross Walker, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Lindsay Cornell. Laura Jane Wanzelak, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Lindsay Cornell. Ms. Wanzelak is the recipient of the Graduate Dean Citation. Rebecca Ann Lee, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Jill Preminger. Allison Aline Morton, Doctor of Audiology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Jill Preminger. I will ask Dr. Russell Salter, Associate Dean for Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies in the School of Medicine, to remain and congratulate students from his school as we begin the announcing of the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Michael J. Book, Doctor of Philosophy in Physiology and Biophysics. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Kyung Hong. Amanda Marie Prokratsky, Doctor of Philosophy in Anatomical Sciences and Neurobiology. Her faculty co-mentors are Professor David Magnuson and Professor Scott Whittemore, and she is joined today by Professor Scott Whittemore. Catherine Michelle DeVoe, Doctor of Philosophy in Anatomical Sciences and Neurobiology. Her faculty mentor is Professor David Magnuson, and she is joined today by Professor Jennifer Bruckner Collins. Tao Tang, Doctor of Philosophy in Anatomical Sciences and Neurobiology. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Robin Krem. Jaspreet Singh Gruel, Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmacology and Toxicology. His faculty mentor is Professor Jason Chesney, and he is joined today by Professor Kavitha Yadanapudi. Nicole Marion Jackson Santerre, Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmacology and Toxicology. She is joined today by her faculty mentor, Professor Brian Cerisa. Ms. Jackson Santerre is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation, as well as the 2017 School of Medicine Student Diversity Award. Aaron McAllen Neely, Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmacology and Toxicology. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Associate Professor Chi Lee. Mr. Neely is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. Stephen Lindsay Weckman, Doctor of Philosophy in Pharmacology and Toxicology. His faculty mentor is Professor Kelly McMasters, and he is joined today by Professor Christopher States. Mr. Weckman is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. Pen Malungwi, Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Carolyn Kling. Mr. Malungwi is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. I would now like to invite Dr. Ann Larson, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, to join in congratulating students from her school. Alicia Maria Cintron, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Leadership and Organizational Development. She is joined by her faculty co-mentors, Professor T. Christopher Greenwell and Professor Marian Hambrick. Nadine Cecilia Petty, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Leadership and Organizational Development. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Jacob Gross. Rachel Elizabeth Buhner, Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling and Personnel Services. She is joined by faculty co-mentors, Professor Patrick Pusel and Professor Jeffrey Valentine. Tyler Conley Halford, Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling and Personnel Services. His faculty co-mentors are Associate Professor Patrick Hardesty and Associate Professor Jesse Owen, and he is joined today by Professor Jeffrey Valentine. Sarah Elizabeth Tucker, Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling and Personnel Services. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Lisa Hooper. Erin Smith Banyanovich, Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling and Personnel Services. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Jill Adelson. Amy Elizabeth Stokes Levine, Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Instruction. She is joined by her faculty co-mentors, Professor Maggie McGatha and Professor Jill Adelson. Ms. Stokes Levine is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. William Raymond Thornburg, Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum and Instruction. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Thomas Tretter. I would once again like to invite Dr. Kimberly Kempf-Leonard, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, to join in congratulating the students from her college. Benjamin Colby Lehman, Doctor of Philosophy in Urban and Public Affairs. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor David Simpson. Nathan Neal Gower, Doctor of Philosophy in Humanities. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Annette Allen. Mr. Gower is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. Lindsay Marie Okorafo, Doctor of Philosophy in Humanities. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Annette Allen. Virginia Lynn Hosono, Doctor of Philosophy in Humanities. She's joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Christopher Fulton. Tiffany M. Hudabrat Nelson, Doctor of Philosophy and Humanities. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Ann Hall. Megan Sarah McDonough, Doctor of Philosophy and Humanities. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Benjamin Huffbauer. Linda Christian Mercer, Doctor of Philosophy and Humanities. Her faculty co-mentors are Associate Professor Susan Ryan and Associate Professor Aaron Jaffe, and she is joined today by Associate Professor Simona Bertago. David, is Annette going to hold you? Going to hold you? Okay. Yeah. David Edward Orbison, Doctor of Philosophy and Humanities. His faculty mentor is Professor Patrick Pranke, and he is joined today by Professor Annette Allen. Catherine Ashley Wagner, Doctor of Philosophy and Humanities. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor John Gibson. Jessica Christine Hume, Doctor of Philosophy and Humanities. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Nancy Potter. Ms. Hume is a recipient of the Graduate Dean Citation. Rachel Ann Gramer, Doctor of Philosophy and English Rhetoric and Composition. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Mary P. Sheridan. Megan Favor Hartline, Doctor of Philosophy and English Rhetoric and Composition. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Mary P. Sheridan. Elizabeth Bergeron Chamberlain, Doctor of Philosophy and English Rhetoric and Composition. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Mary P. Sheridan. Megan Lynn Hancock, Doctor of Philosophy and English Rhetoric and Composition. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Bronwyn Williams. Ashley Marie Ludwig, Doctor of Philosophy and English Rhetoric and Composition. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Bronwyn Williams. Jamila Kareem, Doctor of Philosophy and English Rhetoric and Composition. Her faculty mentor is Professor Brenda Brueggemann, and she is joined today by Professor Bronwyn Williams. Travis Allen Roundtree, Doctor of Philosophy and English Rhetoric and Composition. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Stephen Schneider. Shengzong Lian, Doctor of Philosophy and Chemistry. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Gerald Hammond. Mr. Liang is a recipient of the Graduate Dean Citation. Jason Anthony Nicholson, Doctor of Philosophy in Criminal Justice. His faculty mentor is Professor George Higgins, and he is joined today by Professor Gennaro Vito. Heather J. Toll, Doctor of Philosophy in Criminal Justice. Her faculty mentor is Professor George Higgins, and she is joined today by Professor Gennaro Vito. M. Angela Swindow, Doctor of Philosophy in Criminal Justice. Her faculty mentor is Professor Richard Tewksbury. Joining her today is Professor Kristen Swartz. Jaleesa Clark, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Sociology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Robin Honas. Derek Bruce. Sorry. Mentor is Derek Brooms. Are you Heidi?
She's next, and I'm
Oh. Heidi Michelle Williams, Doctor of Philosophy and Applied Sociology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Robin Hognas. Katie Ray Lynch, Doctor of Philosophy and Biology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Associate Professor James Alexander. Matthew J. Hassenjaeger, Doctor of Philosophy and Biology. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Associate Professor James Alexander. Jacob William Berg, Doctor of Philosophy and Physics. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor David N. Brown. Ryan Christopher DeLapp, Doctor of Philosophy and Clinical Psychology. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Monica Williams. Eleanor May O'Keefe, Doctor of Philosophy and Experimental Psychology. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Paul DeMarco. I would now like to invite Dr. Craig Blakely, Dean of the School of Public Health and Information Sciences, to join in congratulating the candidates from his school. Nidia Moez Ali, Doctor of Philosophy and Public Health Sciences. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Associate Professor Monica Wendell. Ms. Ali is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. Bernadette Guzman Anton, Doctor of Philosophy and Public Health Sciences. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Associate Professor Muriel Harris. Abby Nicole Burns Hagemeyer, Doctor of Philosophy and Public Health Sciences. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Christina Zerold. Ms. Burns Hagemeyer is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. Clara Graber Sears, Doctor of Philosophy and Public Health Sciences. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Christina Zerold. Ms. Sears is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. Jasmeet Suresh Kumar Shah, Doctor of Philosophy and Biostatistics. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor Shesh Rai. Mr. Shah is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. I would now like to invite Dr. Gail Dupuy, Associate Dean of the J.B. Speed School of Engineering, to join in congratulating students from her school. Fazeh Tafazoli, Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science and Engineering. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Haikem Frigi. Ms. Tafazoli is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. Anand S. Kulkarni, Doctor of Philosophy and Electrical Engineering. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Associate Professor Carla Welch. Scott Douglas Cambron, Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering. His faculty mentor is Professor Robert Kenton, and he is joined today by Assistant Professor Thomas Roussel. Santanu Mukherjee, Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering. His faculty mentor is Assistant Professor Sam Park, and he is joined today by Assistant Professor Thomas Roussel. Parvaneh Jahani, Doctor of Philosophy in Industrial Engineering. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Professor Kevin Gu. William C. Harrington, Jr., Doctor of Philosophy in Industrial Engineering. His faculty mentor is Assistant Professor Ki-Hwan Bae, and he is joined today by Associate Professor Lihu Bai. Prajwal Kaji, Doctor of Philosophy in Industrial Engineering. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Associate Professor Lihu Bai. Jinjin Shi, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemical Engineering. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Associate Professor Xiaowan Fu. Ms. Shi is a recipient of the Graduate Dean's Citation. Alejandro Martinez Garcia, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemical Engineering. He is joined by his mentor, Professor Mahendra Sunkara. Li Yang, Doctor of Philosophy in Civil Engineering. She is joined by her faculty mentor, Assistant Professor Young Hoon Kim. Yibo Zhang, Doctor of Philosophy in Civil Engineering. He is joined by his faculty mentor, Professor J.P. Mosen. Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Provost, and Dean Boehm. I would now like to reintroduce Interim President Postal to confer degrees.
I would ask that all of the candidates for the degrees of Master of Fine Arts, Doctor of Audiology, and Doctor of Philosophy please stand. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the University of Louisville, I'm pleased to grant each one of you the degree of Master of Fine Arts, Doctor of Audiology, or Doctor of Philosophy in your respective disciplines based upon the recommendations of the faculties of the colleges and schools in the university. Congratulations, graduates.
Okay, everybody up? Best day ever, right? Okay, let me give you these last instructions. The student marshals are going to take you up the middle aisle. You're all going to go like this, all right? You're going to go up the stairs to the reception. All of you aren't doing that. All of you are going that way and that way. Has everybody got their instructions? No, I'm not doing it again. Okay. All right. As soon as the music starts, the marshals will lead you out. I will trail with the mace, and the platform party will exit this way and this way. Thank you, guys. You've been great. Thank you.